Hi, baby girl. Oh, hi guys. Been a little while. Hi, kitty. Say hi, kitty. Say hi, my kitten. Okay. Yeah, such a good girl. You stay on your warm blankie. Anyway, guys, hello. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing this video concerning fasting and losing some weight. I've gotten lazy. No excuses. Got lazy. Ate the wrong foods. I've gained weight that I am miserable with. Back in, 2011, 12, 13, for those few years, I stayed around 123 pounds, and I couldn't have been happier. Because I'm almost 5'7". I'm 5'6" and 3/4. And I have decided, oh sorry guys, I have decided that I want to get rid of this weight. I was 123 and I'm now I couldn't believe it this morning. I weighed myself 156. I was like, oh my God, this is it. I can't do this. So that's a lot of weight gain for me. And although at my height, it's really not a lot of weight, but for me it is, because I felt so much healthier and happier when I was 120. It averaged 122 to 124. I felt better in every way, shape, and form. This extra weight has affected my life in the way that I get tired quicker. I just don't have the energy I used to. I just don't feel good like I did when I was thinner. And this isn't just about how I look, which, although I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sit here and pretend, oh, you know, it's just about health. No. I liked the way I looked when I was thinner. I liked the way my clothes looked. I liked the way everything just looked on me when I was thinner. Yes, I did, no doubt. But the main issue now is the way I feel. And I don't care what anybody else thinks. I had people tell me, oh my gosh, you're so thin. Ooh, you know. I don't care what people say. I felt good. And that's what I'm going to go by. And I know now that I'm getting older, weight affects how you feel, and it affects your health. And those of you who think, you know, oh well, I'm young, I don't have to worry, I'm overweight, whatever, you're going to be sorry, because when you're extremely overweight, it affects your joints, it affects your heart, your organs, it affects you're more susceptible to getting cancer, diabetes, all kinds of health issues with extra weight. And your joints, it affects your joints. You've all seen the elderly people who they're overweight and they're walking all whatever, or they're in scooters, the electric scooters, or in wheelchairs, canes, what have you. I do not want to end up like that. And I know that excess weight, creates a lot of health problems down the road. And I'm turning 64 this month, and I decided it's time to get 100% serious and not lose it, gain it, lose it, gain it. I want to keep this a permanent thing to where, like I was before. When I was that weight at 123, guys, I ate nothing but good food, real food. Just, meat, vegetables, fruit, nuts, seeds, water mainly. I would treat myself once a week, guys. Once a week I would pick a day to eat whatever I wanted. Anything. All day. All day I ate what I wanted. But it was only that day. But because I wasn't eating like that all the time, my stomach could only hold so much. So I really couldn't eat a whole lot of everything I wanted. But I did. What I wanted, I enjoyed it. And weight never came back on. Because the rest of the days, the rest of the week, the other 6 days, I was eating very healthy food and not a lot. And here's the fact that when you get older, you simply don't need as many calories anymore. You need the nutrients, but not the calories. And on the average, once you get in your 30s, unless you've been overweight, pretty much all your life, if you've been like what you consider a good weight, and then you hit your 30s, for me, I hit my 30s and the weight started coming on, and I couldn't lose it as easily. So the fact is, when you're older, especially like me, I'm 63, I'll be 64, you just don't need as many calories. We simply don't, and that's a fact that a lot of people either don't know or don't want to accept. We just don't. Unless you're out there running marathons, exercise does not help you lose weight. It simply does not. I mean, you would have to work out aerobically really hard for, like 35 minutes, 40 minutes to burn off 150 calories, something like that. No, sorry, I'm not doing that. I prefer to just watch my diet. I'm not saying don't exercise, but that too, I don't believe in hard exercise. I don't believe our body was intended to be punished the way they do. I personally just don't think it's good. Too much pressure on the heart, too much pressure on, your blood system going so hard. I don't believe all that hard aerobic and heavy duty exercise is good for us. You see it all the time. This health expert or that health expert who exercises like crazy, heart attacks, strokes, you name it. I just think it's too much stress on the body. I believe in like walking or maybe dancing lightly, what have you. I believe in that because you do got to keep your muscles and your heart going. But aside from that, I'm going to do fasting, which is, I'm going to do alternate. Like I'm going to eat whatever I want today, guys. I'm going to eat whatever the hell I want today. And then tomorrow, I'm not going to eat all day. And then the next day, I'm just going to eat a meal in the evening. I'm going to keep it very low cal too, like 500, 600, maybe 700. But it's going to be it's just going to be protein and some vegetables, pretty much. So I'll technically go from all day tomorrow, which is Thursday, and then all day Friday, and then eat Friday night. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to eat every other night. I want to lose it fast. I know there are people that say, oh, fasting's not good. Oh, that's a bunch of bull. Fasting has been used for centuries for health purposes, for religious reasons, what have you. Fasting has been proven to help a lot of health problems. It's been known to reverse diabetes. It's been known to bring blood pressure down, help a lot of other health problems. If you want to really know about that, go to, his name is Dr. Fung, F-U-N-G. He has a bunch of videos out. He's an Asian doctor who talks about the benefits of fasting. And I believe it because when I have fasted, I feel good. I feel my best when I don't eat. And that's because eating takes up so much of your energy. It takes up a ton of energy to digest your food. So when I fast, I feel good. The only thing I did learn is that when I used to fast a long time ago, I would get really weak and dizzy. Well, yeah, I wasn't taking anything for my electrolytes. That's another one. Go to, it's called the snake diet, snake juice diet. That's what I'm going to be doing in between eating. This guy, Cole, he has you make this concoction. It's very inexpensive with baking soda, sodium chloride, and water. And that's what you drink when you're not eating to keep your electrolytes going. Because without your electrolytes, guys, don't let anybody fool you. If you go strictly water, you can kill yourself. Because without electrolytes, that affects how your heart rhythm works. It affects your organs. It affects everything. And it can kill you. And yeah, you're going to see people who say, oh, I went 40 days with just water. Well, I don't know whether to believe that or not, but to me personally, I'm not going to take the risk of finding out, am I going to be the one where going without anything causes me to have a heart attack? No, thank you. So I'm going to be drinking the snake juice, and I'm going to be taking my regular supplements that I take, my multivitamin, my fish oil, my vitamin C, my biotin, the ones I normally take. I'm going to take them daily as normal because I've done that before, so I have the proof within myself. Like one time I went 5 days without eating, just took my supplements. I felt fantastic. I felt really good. And you can also buy, like I have some capsules that have the electrolytes that you need. I bought that long before I found the snake juice diet, but you can buy that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share it with you because sharing it with you will motivate me to keep on track. And this is not going to be a thing this time where I lose the weight and then, oh, it comes back on. No, because that's bad too. Yo-yo dieting is not good for you either. So my goal now is to get back down to 125. That's where I want to go. I don't want to go any lower because as you get older, if you lose too much weight, it makes you look very aged. But for me, 125, I just felt good. And that's my goal, is to feel good. To hell with the looks. I just want to feel good again. And I don't. With this extra weight, if you don't think it really matters to gain an extra, say, 20, 30 pounds, go get yourself a bag of potatoes, 20, 30 pounds of potatoes. Put it in a backpack, put it on your back, carry it all day, see how exhausted you are. That's because it's putting more stress on your heart. And that's what extra weight does. And you know if you're overweight, so don't, try to kid yourself. You know if you're overweight. You got this under here, the fat, you got a round, puffy round face. You got big old love handles, you got a belly, and that's one of the most important ones is the belly fat. That's the visceral fat that causes heart disease, causes heart problems. And I've got a little bit of one. I want to get rid of it totally, because when you have fat on the outside, that means when you've got a pouch, that means you've got a bunch of fat right up inside of there against your organs, pushing that fat out. That's bad. I want to get rid of that. I want to get back to where I was before. And I'm not going to lie. I just felt I looked better when I was thin, with my clothes, how they fit. My mobility, my energy, everything, my alertness. I just felt better. Not only in physically, but when I saw myself, it felt good to say, "Oh, I'm thin. I felt good." That's my personal view. So don't send me messages. "Oh, so what are you saying? Fatties are ugly?" No, don't start that. This is my personal view, that I felt good about being thin, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I felt better. And that's why I'm doing this now. I'm not going to try to kid you or anybody else. I'm not going to try to kid myself like, "Oh, I'm fine." No, I'm not fine. Going from 122, 23 to 156 has made a drastic change in how I feel. Emotionally, mentally, physically. My clothes don't fit me the way they used to. In fact, some of them I can't even wear anymore. And that doesn't make me happy. I've got some beautiful things in there that I thought, I can't even wear these. They're too tight. I can't use any excuses anymore. The fact is, I let go. I ate grains and dairy, which for anybody knows anything about nutrition, grains and dairy cause inflammation in the body. Inflammation leads to disease. I don't want that. I don't want all of that. When I don't eat grains and dairies, I don't have a problem with my weight. I just don't. And I have the proof, like this time that I've been eating the grains and dairy. I'll wake up in the morning and my fingers, I'm not lying to you, they look like sausages. They're just puffed and swollen. I can see the puffiness in my face, under my eyes, just puffed. I just feel the puffiness all over my body from eating grains and dairy. It's just a fact. They do cause inflammation in the body. We were never intended to drink cow's milk all our life. We were never intended to eat the not healthy grains that we have now. They've been so altered and messed with that the grains we have now are not what they were 60 years ago. It's just a fact, especially wheat. Wheat's the worst. I eat wheat, I can gain weight like that, and that's what happened. I've been eating wheat. And dairy, I take my Lactate because I'm lactose intolerant. I thought, oh, well, I'll eat it. I also found something to take for gluten intolerance, which I was shocked actually works. And but my intent with that is, like, if I go to a birthday party or it's Christmas or a special occasion when I want to enjoy real bread or something made with real wheat, which, let's face it, it tastes so good compared to gluten-free products. I've been living on gluten-free products for years and years because I don't have a choice. And this is just going to be a case of, I'll take my little, they're called GlutenEase, GlutenEze. I get them at Sprouts. But the thing of it is for me personally, eating that stuff, that's it. That's all it took to gain the weight. So what I'm going to do is, like I told you, I'm going to fast alternately. One day eat only in the evening. Or one day no eating, one day eating only in the evening. I will show you my weight when I lose it. Now, I'm not going to get on every day and show the weight because that's just too depressing. You can fluctuate 1 to 2 pounds just depending on how much fluid you take in or whatever. So when I see on the scale, like tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up after I go to the bathroom. Before you eat or drink anything, that's when you take your true weight. I will take mine tomorrow, and without your clothes, don't have any clothes on because that can add weight. I'll show you my true weight, And then as I go through this process, I will show you when I've lost. Like if, say I wake up and I see there's 2 pounds gone, I'm going to show you, oh look, 2 pounds gone. And I decided to start tomorrow for a reason. We all have to have our silly reasons for doing things. But I'm going to turn 64 on April 14th. So I decided to start on the 4th. Yeah, that's my reason, guys. What can I say? That's why I'm going to do it. It's just a little motivation for me. So I'm going to start that tomorrow. And I appreciate any motivation from you guys. Any of you have fasted. I know some of you have found it very hard. I don't know why, but personally, I don't find it hard to fast. Once I get past that first day, it just, I don't know, it's just not hard for me because I don't eat breakfast anyway. I can't stand the thought of eating breakfast. So I usually don't eat till around 12 or so. And so for me to go just that extra, say, 9 hours without eating, just, I don't know, it just doesn't, it's not hard for me. But I'm doing it the way I'm doing it now because I have watched some videos where they said that going on just the snake juice diet caused them to lose some hair. Just, you know, mild hair loss from lack of protein. I don't want to find out if I'm one of those. There are some who have done it for months. They've done the snake juice diet for months. They didn't have that experience. Well, I'm not willing to find out. I like my hair and I don't want to lose it. So I'm, as you see, it's getting grayer. Slowly getting down there. So I'm going to eat the protein every other night, keep the calories really low, and fast. And when I'm in the mood, I may just go a couple days totally without eating because I'm a firm believer that fasting is very good for us. It's very good to give our body a rest. It helps it heal. It helps it clean out bad, you know, cells, sick cells, what have you, unhealthy cells. It's a kind of a cleansing for the body. Autophagy is what they call it. So look up autophagy and it tells you how when you fast, your body starts eating anything. It's like, okay, all these cells are bad. This one's, you know, these things are bad. It starts to eat everything up. And I believe that's really good for us. You know, fasting has been used for so long, for so many things. So guys, I'm going to eat whatever the hell I want today, and I'm going to show you just how serious I am. Now, I know there are some people that say you should ease into a fast by going vegetarian or cutting your calories, whatever. I've never done that. I can eat like a pig for 3-4 weeks, or for weeks or months, and then say, I want to fast. And then the next day, I go into a total fast. It doesn't affect me, so that's me personally. But, yeah, so what I did, because I'm going to eat what I want. I don't care. This is how I've done my fasts. When I decide I'm going to do one, I pig out the day before, like, I got to do it. So now, once I lose this weight, I'm going to stick with the way I was before. When I ate, it was pretty much an intermittent fasting way of eating that I didn't even realize I was doing intermittent fasting. I wasn't eating till the evening, and then I'd eat what I could or wanted, and then next day I go through my day, and then come evening I'm hungry. Well, so what I'm going to do after I lose this weight, get to the weight I want, I am going to pretty much stay with the intermittent fasting in the sense that I might eat a very light lunch at 1 o'clock, say maybe a salad. And then for dinner, maybe, you know, a piece of meat, vegetables, a little bit of rice. I like white rice. And don't tell me, oh, brown rice is so much better. Look it up. The nutritional difference between brown and rice is so minimal. It doesn't affect your body at all. It really doesn't. It's very minimal. So I like white rice. I can only eat a little because if I eat too much, it doesn't agree with me. But I love it. So I will incorporate that here and there just because I enjoy it. And you look at the Asian people who eat white rice every day, some of the thinnest, healthiest, longest living people on earth. But they also incorporate it with a lot of vegetables and protein, you know, a little protein. They tend to snack on things like different fruits and stuff, not like us with all the junk that we tend to eat. And that's what I'm gonna stick with that because you know, guys, this country has gotten to where we are a country of, we just eat trash. We eat junk. We really do. I was in Target just, what was it, yesterday or the day before? And it just got to me. This woman walked in. She was very overweight. Her little boy, who couldn't have been, I don't think he was more than maybe 7 or 8, around that age. I could not believe how overweight he was. And it broke my heart because I thought, you are helping your child become a sick person throughout their life. This little boy, he had fat around here, fat on the back of his neck. He had man boobs on a little, literally on this little boy. His breasts were sticking out. His belly, the roll of fat poked out, from his t-shirt. You could see it through the t-shirt. His legs were so chunky that he kind of walked with his legs out. I was like, you're killing your child. And so I continued doing what I needed to, got to the register. She was next to me. Guess what was in the basket? Ice creams, cakes, cookies, all kinds of breads, all kinds of processed packaged foods like, the snack bars that are nothing but sugar, candies. It was nothing but junk, just junk, frozen meals that were all pasta and carbs and junk. I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder. No vegetables. There was no fresh vegetables, no fresh fruit. It was all processed junk food. And I looked at them both and I thought, oh my gosh, I hope she's around for that little boy, because she was very overweight. And to see him as overweight as he was, I thought, oh, this is terrible. America is messed up. We've gone down the wrong path. You look at like Asian countries, like Japan, not to bring him up, but my ex went to Japan a few times for business purposes, my ex-husband, and he talked about how thin the people were. They were just so skinny, thin, and he goes, yet they were eating big, servings, oh, not big servings, but a big, how can I put it, a lot of different foods, but the servings were like this, Like he said, the serving of rice was in a little tiny bowl, just a little bit of bowl, and then a little thing of vegetables and a little thing of meat, all small, and they're eating it with chopsticks, which takes forever, which automatically slows down your eating, so you take in less. And I thought, the Asian countries are the longest living, healthiest people, and it's because they're not eating the trash that we are. And I can't do this anymore. Now that I'm going to be 64, I realize I've got to be much more serious. I'm very fortunate that I haven't been a person who's always, who's been way overweight or anything. I'm very fortunate. I grew up in a household where we were not allowed sweets and cookies and candies and stuff. It was a treat. Once in a while, we got a treat. My dad would come home, I remember, on a Friday after work, and he'd bring a 6-pack of Cokes and Lotta Burger with, the fries, everything. That was like a treat. We got maybe a couple times a month on a Friday. We didn't have candies and cookies and ice creams and Cokes and stuff in our house. It just didn't exist. My mother made everything from scratch. We ate nothing but homemade food, and it was always meat-based, pretty much. So all of us were very, we were very thin growing up. I was a stick when I was a child. I was thin, but I was also very active. And like I say, we didn't get to eat junk foods and sweets and all that stuff. We just didn't. And I'm grateful for that. But now that I'm older, I realize I have to be serious, because you guys know what it's like. You say you're going to start a diet tomorrow, and then you say, well, the next day, then the next day. No, I'm going to start tomorrow, and I will show you my progress as we go along. And when I get to that day when it says 125, I will be jumping for joy high enough to hit the ceiling, because I know how good I felt at that weight. I think back to it now. I had energy. I think about the energy I had when I was that weight, and my mobility, how you move, what you do, what makes you go out of breath quicker. I think about all that. I was like, God, this is so stupid that I let myself do this. And guys, if you don't believe that grains and dairies are weight gainers, I don't know what to tell you. They truly are. Look up your information, research about grains, read a book called Grain Brain, how our brains are affected by grains concerning dementia and Alzheimer's and all that. It's called Grain Brain, and it's an amazing book. And dairy, same thing. we weren't intended to have all that stuff. As a treat here and there, that's great. That's fine. No problem. But guys, I appreciate any of your motivation because it does help when you have someone to share it with. I live alone, so I have no one to help motivate me while I'm here. I have no one to just turn to and say, oh my God, I feel like eating this. And they say, no, 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 I don't have that. So it's kind of hard, you know, when you're living alone. It's like, oh gosh. But then I know it's hard because you have to cook for a family. So, we don't win either way. But I'll have my little doggies here. Kitty, come here, Kitty. She'll help me. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy what I want. I'm going to show you what I'm having today as my treat to start my day. I got this, I went to a place called Taco Cabana, and I got this delicious, yes, breakfast burrito, but it's going to be my dinner. Oh my God, it has carne adobada, it has cheese, potatoes, you name it. It's just one of those yummy big fat burritos. I won't be able to eat it all, but I'll eat what I can. And then you get some little tortillas with it. And then, what any of you know, Latin culture, it's called menudo. I don't know if you can see that. I can't spill it, but there it is. Menudo, which is made with chili and hominy and I guess it's the intestines. That's right, guys. You heard me. Intestines of the cow. I love it. Menudo, I love it. Look it up. M-E-N-U-D-O. Menudo. It's a Latin culture thing. So I'm going to enjoy that. And then I got myself a wonderful little blueberry cheesecake. Yes, see how tiny? Let's see if I can get that off. Yeah. Come on. Ah, they put these things on like it's gold in there. Come on, you little jerk. I'll get you whether you like it or not. There you go. So let's see. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, there we go. See, isn't it cute? Look at my little blueberry cheesecake. It's a mini one. It's cute. But I also got this other thing called a devil dog cake. Oh my God, my favorite cake is German chocolate, but they were out. Bummer. So I got this one. It's called Devil Dog. Well, it's a dense chocolate cake. Then they put this delicious, I don't know what type of whipped cream it is, but it's amazing. It's not regular whipped cream. It's really good. And then they just cover it with chocolate. Check that out. Yeah, I'm going to pig out. So that's what I'm going to do today. Oh no, you don't get any. I know you. She smells the food. So that's what I'll do today. Start tomorrow. And guys, I will see you tomorrow morning. I hope you're all having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. But I'm getting the fat off. I can't take it anymore. Go listen to Cole on snake diet, his snake diet videos. He cracks me up. He's rude and crude, but he cracks me up when I listen to him. He starts his videos off by saying, "Hey, fatty!" The first time I heard it, I was like, oh my God. But the way he does, I don't know, there's something about him that he cracks me up, but he gets his message across about how important it is to lose all this, you know, to lose fat. It's not healthy for us. So I'm looking forward to that. I won't do shots like you see people do, the before and after, where they show their body. I'm sorry, I can't, that's too embarrassing for me. But I will show you the weight loss, and you'll see it on me. You'll be able to see just how I look. You know, in my face and everything, my neck, like right here, I've got a little bit of that going on, which I never did. Don't like it. So you'll see on me as I change, because when you start to lose weight, your features start to get more defined and everything. So you'll see that. So anyway, guys, I'll see you in the morning, show you my beginning weight, and then when I lose some, I'll show you that. And we'll just progress and go from there. And if you're overweight, think about your health, not just your looks. Think about your health, how it's going to affect you down the line, because it does. Don't kid yourself, especially if you have a belly. That's one of the most dangerous things that you can have. That is danger. That's a danger sign there of affecting your heart. That's proven without a fact. I mean, without a doubt, rather. And if you're overweight, get rid of it. For your health, for the way you feel for as you get older. Don't kid yourself because you're younger that you think, oh, no big deal. All of it affects you down the